average American.
It was just last week when President Bush seemed so shocked at a news conference when someone mentioned $4 a gallon gas prices. It was certainly news to him.
What's your advice to the average American who is hurting now, facing the prospect of $4 a gallon gasoline? A lot of people facing...
Wait a minute, what did you just say? You're predicting $4 a gallon gasoline?
A number of analysts are predicting $4 a gallon gasoline this spring when they reformulate.
That's interesting. I hadn't heard that.
But today, just 4 days later, $4 a gallon gas is a reality.
Well, I didn't frame that in the context of the campaign. It's the president who has always said that, and I'm wondering if that assessment still stands, that the economic fundamentals are strong after this bailout and Fannie and Freddie and Bear Stearns and everything.
I would tell you that from what I understand from the experts, that our economy has the strength to be able to deal with these shocks. Keith.
You didn't directly answer the question about whether the fundamentals of the economy
I answered it the way I was going to answer it, and I'll answer it the same way again. So, and if you
why won't you direct? I've never heard someone not answer that question directly from the podium here, that the fundamentals of the economy are sound. Are they or not?
What I said is that we have the strength to be able to deal with this crisis in our economy. And I know that you're not asking the question in the form of the 2008 campaign, but I know as soon as I say something, you're going to turn it around, and it will be a part of the 2008 campaign, and I'm not going to play the game.
Well, that's not a game, though. That's a very important
I answered the question.
I said whether the fundamentals of our economy are sound. You're not answering that question.
I did answer it the way that I was going to.
You were saying it long before any of the candidates did.
For years.
What I have said is that our country has the strength to be able to deal with it. And remember, we have a mixed picture. On one hand, we have home sales going up in some parts of our country. In other parts of our country, they're still having a hard time in the housing market, such as in Florida. We have a mixed picture, and retail sales can be up one day, but inventories will be down. And so there's just a lot of issues that we have to work through. It's not clear cut in terms of all positive, is it all negative? There's a mixed picture, but we do have the strength to be able to do.
David.
Mr. President, I want to get your thoughts about the volatility in the financial markets, but specifically a series of questions. Do you think that housing prices will continue to fall? Do you think that the inability of people to borrow money the way they used to is going to spill over into the economy generally? And what are you prepared to do about it? And specifically, are you considering some kind of government bailout for people who might lose their homes?
David, I'm wise enough to remind you that I'm not an economist, and that I would ask you to direct predictions and forecasts about economic matters to those who make a living making forecasts and predictions. I suspect you'll find, on the one hand, on the other hand, and how they predict. Now, what I focus on are the fundamentals of our economy. My belief is that people will make rational decisions based upon facts. And the fundamentals of our economy are strong. I mentioned some of them before. Job creation is strong. And I have showed that if people with C averages can succeed.